So I'm in Mexican Hat, Utah. It's been 4 years since I've been to this spot, and the last time I was here, I kind of crashed my car down a cliff on purpose. It's so weird being here because it feels like I was called back to this spot. It just kind of all worked out. And I am now walking towards the scene of the situation, because when it happened, I didn't even take photos. It was just so bizarre, everything that occurred, and the circumstances, and the sheer luck I had getting out of the situation. So I think I was called back to tell the story properly, to show you what happened at the space. It's kind of funny how opposite everything is today than it was 4 years ago. Because, it was such a bright, sunny day. It was cold, because I was down here at the same time of year after Christmas. But it was a bright, sunny day. There was no cell service. There was, no traffic. There's been quite a few tourists that have driven by this spot already. And my hair was pink. And now it's blue. So essentially, when you go down this road that I'm walking down, this is the left fork. And then there's a right fork, so you can see Mexican Hat Rock from the bottom side or the top side. And when I was driving down, it was kind of funny because I started to go left, and then I was like, no, go right. And then I stopped myself and went left. I literally had to do this weird U-turn to go down this left fork. And I don't know if I should have brought Daisy with me. Because there's traffic here. There's a car, a Jeep coming up the way. We've passed each other a couple times. So yeah, I made a really intentional choice to come down this path, and it's a little bit more rocky. You can see Mexican Hat Rock right there. Daisy, come here. Come here. I'm gonna let this Jeep pass while I talk. No, come here. So you can see the rock right there. And, I just kept following this road down. And it seems fine. Wait, come here. Daisy, come here. Daisy. Pause. Hey. Come here. Come. Daisy. I just do it. Hi. Yeah, people, man. There's fucking people here. So I'm walking down this way, because I just don't even want to tempt fate. I don't even know. And it's just so gloomy today. I don't feel gloomy. I feel really good about this little trip. And yeah, if you look at this road, it's just nice and rocky, and I have my Scion XB, and I'm just going down this rocky road, and I believe the other fork is a little bit nicer of a dirt road. It doesn't get this rough, at least not what you can see from the fork anyway, because I still haven't driven up that way. And I'm too afraid to bring a car down this direction because I don't want to repeat what I did 4 years ago. But I do want to tell you and show you what happened. So yeah, this is a bit of a walk, and I knew it would be. And I drove down this road, and it was just this beautiful, bright, sunny day. See, here's another van. Like, there's literally nobody that day. It's crazy. It's fucking crazy. Daisy, 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 come here. Come here. Come here. Yeah, that's like people. Like, there was nobody. I just can't even. And they've obviously built cell towers, or I don't know, like T-Mobile up their game, and I'm connected to cell towers that I wasn't connected to before, because like literally I had no cell service the last time I was here. Yeah, like, I mean, I wasn't worried at this point, and it was just like this really bright, beautiful day. It's so clear, like you could see like so far away, and the landscape and the coloring of this landscape is amazing. And it's a little unfortunate that this video isn't going to capture it. Like, another one. There's another Jeep. No, wait. That's a fucking Scion. That's a Scion. Can you see that? Like, what is this trip? Okay. There's Mexican Hot Rock. Oh my god, that's great. So yeah, it's a little too bad that the coloring is just kind of muted here, but I guess that's not the point of my trip, to show you how beautiful this area is on a bright sunny day. It's to show you. I don't even know, like, I don't even know. I don't know what these guys are doing. Yeah. It's cold today. Hi. Okay. You can see where I'm at. Like, this road, like, goes down this hill, right? I'm gonna walk up this way to see if I can just get, like, a view of everything. I don't know, it also seems like people come out this way, so maybe there's something cool to look at. So that's what we're gonna do. Yeah, again, like, it's so muted. Like, this is like, I couldn't even, it's so opposite. Everything is so opposite from when I was here. I just, look at that rock. That, I went through a lot of trouble just to see that rock, and I think I only got like one picture that year too, because essentially, like, when you drive down that road, you kind of lose sight of the rock a little bit, but you see the San Juan River, which is real cool. So yeah, this little peak of a hill, it's pretty cool. Oh, maybe I can show you from over here. Yeah, so I probably could have driven my car because it doesn't seem to be having, it doesn't have the same situation that I had encountered. Gosh, this feels so crazy to be here. That river sounds so peaceful. Yeah, I'm just gonna hike down this little thing here. Okay. The river seems so peaceful, like. Okay, there we go. I'm just hiking. Yeah. Like, this feels so crazy to me. It's okay. It's a beautiful cold December day today. Some charcoal. I keep putting things in my pocket. I don't know why I keep putting things in my pocket. Okay. Okay. Woo! I'm gonna have to pee myself. Daisy just peed and now I have to pee. But I'm not gonna pee. I'm gonna talk. Okay. So, let me just set the stage here. So you see this, like, this is a hill. This is an incline. I'm gonna turn this around. Oh, I can't. I'm not like Facebook Live or anything. Okay. So, this is a hill. I'm walking up the hill, right? This hill was covered in ice. Like, the whole thing. And so when I basically like from like this point down was just ice. And so when I had turned this bend, like, you couldn't even tell. Like, you turn the bend and then like you just get here, and then like I got to this point and like I slid down. And when I got to the bottom, I was like, oh, that's not good. Okay. And so, you know, since I had already slid down this steep, like, it's pretty steep. I'll come and show you from a different angle. Well, relatively steep anyway. Like, I knew it was going to be an issue, but I was like, well, I'll deal with that in a minute. And I just kind of followed this road all the way down. So I drove my car all the way down. I'm not going to walk all the way down. And it just kind of dead ends at the river, which is very, like, it just like takes you down parallel to the river, and then essentially dead ends at it because the river bends. And that's it. Like, that's where the road goes. And so, yeah, I got my picture and then came back. And if you see, so, let's see. So you can see the road here, and like it just kind of goes up. And so this point, like, covered in ice, right? Up to the point. And so when I got back to this point, I was like, okay, let's go. And so I backed up as far as I could onto this flat surface here. And then, like, I punched it, but I think I kind of hesitated my, like, effort. And yeah, I got to just, like, the very edge of the ice, but not over the edge of the ice. And I, like, slowed down and started slipping backwards. And I was like, oh no! And, like, I mean, because, you know, like, this little road isn't like a straight incline, it's like a curved hill, and so like I was sliding backwards and I slid and my wheels just kind of came off this little rocky area here. And this was more rocky. Like it was a lot more rocky. There's been a lot of natural erosion, I think. And so, yeah, my car was just like, it's front wheel drive, and the front wheels were on the ice, and the back wheels were hanging off the side of the road over these rocks. And I was stuck. And I was like, well, I'm just going to let go. And, you know, like the phrase, Jesus take the wheel. Like, I was just like, okay, Jesus, take the wheel. And I let go and put the car in neutral, and I just let it fall. And it was like, until like around this point. And like again, this whole thing was like all of these rocks were like, because like I think they had, I don't even know, like just like there were more rocks. And again, I didn't take any pictures of this, and I hate that I didn't, and I'm here because it's just slightly different 4 years later, because nature is crazy like that. Because I mean, you just see the erosion, the evidence of the erosion here. And my car just like stopped and was like kind of crooked, and it was like suspended. Oh my god, look how beautiful Daisy is. You see how beautiful my dog is? Daisy, come here. So I essentially like fell down this cliff, and I was crooked, and I like, the car was like this, and so like I opened the door, and you know, like it falls out, and like I was like still like above the ground, like I hadn't hit the bottom of this hill yet, and I like half fell out of the car and assessed the situation, and essentially every single wheel was suspended off the ground except for one. And well, these people aren't even gonna, they have an SUV and they're not even gonna attempt it. It looks like they're canceling their idea. So yeah, all of my wheels were suspended except for one, and it was the front driver's side wheel. And essentially what happened, and I'm pretty sure this is like a guardian angel or something, like this big rock, I mean it's essentially about the size of a house cat, had jammed itself in my wheel well between my wheel and the car, and it was just holding my car in place. And I was like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? I'm stuck again. And I like again, no cell service. We're about 4 miles from Mexican Hat town, and I had pink hair, and I thought to myself, oh my gosh, if I go into if I walk ashamed to Mexican Hat Rock, or Mexican Hat town, with my pink hair, they're gonna tell the story of this pink-haired city girl who crashed her car behind Mexican Hat Rock. And I was like, I don't want that to be like my namesake or whatever, right? Like, so I was just like, no, that is not the option. I need a different solution. So I'm pacing around. I'm pacing around this little area where my car had like essentially just was hanging out like right here in the air. Like again, this whole thing was like steeper. Like it was like steep like this side basically. Like it was way steeper, or like steep like this. Like it was way more. And yeah, like this side. And I started pacing around going, well, what to do? What to do? I was like, it's like if this dang rock, hadn't stopped me, I would have made it to the bottom. Like, I'm pretty sure I just would have made it to the bottom, and, my car would have been just slightly less happy for the occasion, but survived until, at least I think so, or maybe it would have flipped over, I don't know. So I, look at my beautiful dog, she's so fearless. Sorry, I'm telling a story. Okay, so I am right here, and I'm pacing around going, there's a rock in my wheel well, and and then I like look at the rock again, and I realize it's like the bottom rock. Like, there are no other rocks above it. Like if you're looking at like this like steeper part, how there's like layers of rocks, then there's like dirt, and I realized it was just dirt underneath the one rock holding my car up. I was like, if I dig the dirt out, the rock will fall and my car will fall. So I grabbed another rock and I started picking away at the dirt underneath the rock in my wheel well. And I got about halfway there and I was like, hold on. I can't finish this, because if I finish this, then the car will fall on top of me, because again, it's like, and so I stopped. Poor Daisy was with me. She had dealt with this whole ordeal of like down this hill. She didn't want to get back in the car with me, but I made her get back in the car, because I was like, last thing I need is to like get out of this thing alive and then like have a car fall on my dog. So we both got back in. I'm covered in red mud at this point. So is Daisy a little bit. And I just start turning my wheel well. And I hear crumbling. And then I hear a thud. And then my car rocks. And then it drops. And then it goes. And I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that worked. I cannot believe that worked. And like this whole time, like when it happened, I didn't take, Hi, I am back in Salt Lake City. It was so cold that it killed my battery faster than I thought it would. So that's why the video kind of cut off there. Just to kind of finish up that story, even though I had released my car and I let myself have that moment of celebration of like, I can't believe I did that, I still was at the bottom of the hill with ice, so I had to attempt again to get back up. So I again backed up as far as I could on that flat surface, and I just like called on all the good vibes I could to get this to work, and I punched it again with no hesitation, and had just enough momentum for my front wheels to make it over the edge of the ice where it could grip the dirt and pull me the rest of the way onto that road and onto back home. Once I was driving, I didn't stop. I drove for like another 20 miles until Bluff, and finally pulled over at a gas station. And I went in and washed my hands, and with that red mud, sorry, it's loud. I pulled into a gas station in Bluff, which is about 20 miles north of Mexican Hat, Utah, and you know, I put gas in my car, assessed the situation. I was like, I can't believe my car, like there was some minor scrapes essentially on the outside, but barely any. It was fully functional, nothing was leaking. And I washed my hands in that red mud. It was just like blood of my misadventure going down the drain. It was interesting revisiting that area yesterday because I essentially realized, you know, I was ashamed of getting into that situation and then needing to go get help. And I was ashamed because I was like, I'm just a girl and I'm gonna get told that I shouldn't have been out here on my own. I shouldn't be going on adventures by myself. This is what happened to me, do that. You can't be doing that. And I just realized that that's why I didn't take any pictures. That's why I, you know, worked really hard and lucked out on like solving it myself. I will say, you know, in the past 4 years, I have subsequently learned that I can do things, and you know, sometimes I do have to ask for help, but you know, I shouldn't be afraid to go out and have adventures and to see things, and it be okay if it doesn't quite end up perfect or if things go a little awry, because you know what, at the end of the day it usually turns out okay. I mean, this last summer I took the boys on an adventure, and then in the middle of nowhere on the top of a basin near Kanab, Utah, and I got my car stuck on a dirt road, and that time we were about 5 miles from the closest town and no cell service. And I tried digging us out of the sand, and had we just been stuck in the sand, I think we would have made it out. But I high centered because the way the road had deteriorated, the sand pits were deep, and my car just rammed up on this like center dirt mound that was solid, and I couldn't get it off. And so I was like, well, we do actually have to go ask for help. And we walked 4 miles, and then somebody happened, a farmer boy guy was on his way down the mountain, and he was all like, are you guys lost? Are you just going for a walk? And I was like, well, no, we're stuck. And so he helped us. And even that turned into a little misadventure, the rescue. So I just wanted to share the story to let you know that it's okay to venture out and to try things, and if it doesn't go perfect, that's also okay, because you'll learn things, and you'll be a better person, and you know, even if none of it goes well, you could just have an insane story to tell. So that is what happened in Mexican Hat, Utah. Thank you for watching my video.